Okay, good morning, teacher. This opportunity, I present the substitute evaluation of the conversation class course. The topic we are going to touch is globalization and interculturality. And the slogan is aspects of globalization and interculturality of Peru in relation to other countries. Yep, let's start. The index are introduction, definition, intercultural aspects, aspects of globalization, conclusions, and reference. Introduction. Globalization and interculturality are two phenomena that have profoundly transformed the way societies interact and evolve in the contemporary world. In Peru are deeply interconnected with its relationship with other countries. In the case of Peru, these processes have had a significant impact, both economically and culturally. As a multicultural and multilingual country, Peru faces the challenge of balancing its unique cultural identity with the need to integrate into an increasingly interconnected world. The definition of this globalization has accelerated Peru's economic and technological interconnection with the rest of the world. This is reflected in the expansion of international trade, foreign investments, and the adoption of advanced technologies. Interculturality, on the other hand, is a fundamental aspect of Peru's identities, with over 50 indigenous ethnic groups and a rich cultural heritage. Peru is a living example of cultural diversity. Interculturalism promotes dialogue and respect among different cultures, which is essential for building a more inclusive and equitable society. No? In summary, globalization and intercultural in Peru represent both opportunities and challenges. While globalization offers possibilities for economic and technological growth, interculturally is the key to preserving and promoting the country's rich and cultural diversity. And intercultural aspects, we have cultural exchange. Globalization has facilitated cultural exchange between Peru and other countries, allowing for greater diffusion of local culture of the international states. The recognition of cultural diversity in Peru aligns with global efforts to promote intercultural understanding and respect. This is reflected in international collaborations and agreements that support cultural preservation and exchange, such as UNESCO initiatives to protect intangible cultural heritage. And intercultural education and language preservation, Peru has implemented intercultural bilingual education, EIB, to preserve indigenous languages and promote cultural identity. Now, this approach not only benefits Peruvian communities, but also serves as a model for other countries facing similar challenges in preserving linguistic and cultural diversity. The EAB model in Peru is studied and replicated in other countries with indigenous populations, such as Bolivia and Guatemala. This exchange of educational strategies fosters a global community that values linguistic and cultural diversity. In the aspect of legalization, we have international trade. Peru has actively participated in free trade agreements, facilitating trade with other countries like China and United States. This has opened opportunities for positioning Peruvian products in international markets, no, especially in sectors such as mining, fishing, and agriculture. And in technological interconnection, we have globalization has accelerated technological interconnection, allowing advancement in communications and financial transactions without physical borders. Peru stands out in the region for its advancement in digital competitiveness, primarily driven by the private sector. However, to maintain its competitive position, the country needs to strengthen its enabling technological environment, which includes improving digital infrastructure and investing in science and innovation. The conclusions are that globalization and interculturality in Peru represents a complex interplay of opportunities and challenges. On one hand, globalization has accelerated the country's economic and technological integration, opening new avenues for growth and trade with nations like China and United States. In relationship with other countries, Peru seeks strengthen its ties through trade, international cooperation, and cultural exchange. This is not only enriches Peruvian and foreign societies, but it also fosters a more inclusive world that respects cultural difference. No, that's all for today. These are the reference that I take, and it's all. Thank you. Bye, Miss.